Isle of Wight, largest island in England, known for its beaches, promenades and stunning scenery. This short travel feature includes an extensive day-long walk along chalk downs and coastal paths, following in the footsteps of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, and exploring one of the most picturesque beaches in the United Kingdom. Taking the National Express from London Victoria, a 2-hour bus ride brings us to Portsmouth Harbour, after which we board the ferry or the catamaran to ride on the Isle of Wight. An island on the south coast of England, it's the largest and second most populous island in the country. An old overground London train runs over the sea, transferring passengers from Ryde Pier to the mainland. Our very first stop is the absolutely beautiful Freshwater Bay. Freshwater Bay is a picturesque beach in a beautiful setting on the western tip of the Isle of Wight, surrounded by tall white cliffs and stunning coastal formations. With miles and miles of stunning scenery and pebble beaches, Freshwater Bay really is the place to unwind and relax. It also gives us the opportunity to act just a bit silly.
It's also been the ultimate holiday destination since the Victorian times, and even though it's super cold, it's still absolutely beautiful.
We're also told that the Isle of Wight happens to be the most haunted island in the world. However, by day, the Isle of Wight is renowned for sunshine, spectacular countryside, stunning scenery, beaches, and great choice of sporting and leisure activities, making it a popular holiday destination for visitors within Britain. The next morning, we took off to an 8-mile trek up a steep hill called Tennyson Down. It's a grassy ridge of chalk which rises to 482 feet above sea level. The down is crowned by the Tennyson Memorial Cross or Tennyson Monument. Even though I'm scared shitless of heights, the view was worth the panting, complaining and blistered feet. The walk brought us closer to our next stop, the Needles Battery, a military battery built above the Needles, which happens to be a row of 3 distinctive stacks of chalk to guard the west end of the Solent. The Needles on the Isle of Wight are one of the most photographed groups of rocks in the world. Alum Bay is also visible in the distance, famously noted for its multicolored sand cliffs. The road is paved with all kinds of weird and quirky sights, such as a slightly creepy gnome garden, a coffee shop, an arcade, a gift shop, and Marconi restaurant. Named after Guglielmo Marconi, known for his pioneering work on long-distance radio transmissions. The world's first permanent wireless radio station was operated from this very spot. Definitely worth the trek. On a third and last day, we took off for a former royal residence in East Cowes, built between 1845 and 1851. This is Osborne House, which was Queen Victoria and Prince Albert's holiday home where they celebrated their anniversaries, birthdays, Christmases, etc. They wanted a home removed from the stresses of court life, and the house was built in the style of the Italian Renaissance, complete with 2 Belvedere towers. The house tour starts off with a brief history of the place, the royal family, and the main entrance. All the artifacts and historical items are also not named at Osborne House, since the royal family wanted it to be seen as a house and not a museum. We further walked down to the underground kitchens where schedules for meals, duties, table setting and decor were scheduled months in advance. We then carried 3 stories up to the dining room. The main wing also contains an audience room with its assortment of original furnishings. This is where the ministers of the council gathered before their meetings with the Queen. The royal nursery is located upstairs for Queen Victoria and Prince Albert's 9 children. Walls are covered with pictures and paintings of the royal family members, along with the royal family tree. The first floor also includes Prince Albert's sitting room, the Queen's dressing room, and the Queen's bedroom. Whereas the ground floor also includes the infamous Darbar wing, built for state functions. As then Empress of India, this unique wing is detailed with intricate Indian-style plasterwork to reflect Queen Victoria's status. A portrait of Munshi Hafiz Abdul Karim also hangs on the main wall of the Darbar wing, who was Queen Victoria's teacher and later appointed as Indian Secretary. Did you know that the recent film Victorian Abdul was based on true events and is entirely filmed at Osborne House? The Darbar Room was the venue for ceremonial dinners for European royalty and the backdrop to Queen Victoria's favourite theatrical entertainments. Presents from India are displayed in new cabinets, and Queen Victoria's personal journal, where she practiced the Urdu daily, is also displayed. The palatial home also comes with a beautiful beach hut, a private beach, and hidden in the woods at Osborne, a little Swiss cottage with its own gardens. The gardens include a tool shed for the royal children, as well as a play area. And this is where they played and learned new things while on holiday. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert's private apartments, a secluded beach, and children's play cottage is truly an intimate glimpse of royal family life at Osborne House. And whether it's a short trip or a longer holiday, the Isle of Wight is the perfect place to explore, have fun, and enjoy some well-earned rest. Until next time, darlings.